just going to play through it first, and then we're kind of going to analyze parts that you might be having trouble on. So. That's it. So, the beginning, what we need to work on is that, I don't know if I'm really allowed to show this on the video, but this crescendo here. So it starts piano, and you have to make it grow once you get to the top. And then when you get to this point, you're at mezzo forte. So, in order to do that, you need a really light touch, and then a stronger touch each time. So see how it grows, and then you can stay at the same volume for this part. And these tied notes, all these tied notes, we have to not play that second one that you were kind of going. So just hold on to that top note. And then again, crescendo. So this part, where you have all these eighth notes in your right hand just traveling on up. So if you'll notice right here, starting here, all you're doing, which we talked about, was traveling the C chord in all its inversions. So we have root position, and then every time it goes back to 1, it starts a new inversion of the C chord. So we're always using C's, E's, and G's. C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E, and then back to root position. So if you keep putting your thumb at the start of those inversions, you'll have no trouble getting up there. So practice the right hand by itself until you get it really good, and you can add that left hand. And then it goes along that same kind of melody that it does throughout the song. Second, back to root. Now we have staccato, accent, accent. Now this part, we're going to an F position. So now we're working with the F chord. Your left hand's doing a broken F chord with a third on top. Your right hand's just going through all the notes, arpeggiating the notes. Here we're back to a C chord, so F chord, C chord. And then back to like the beginning. We're getting little snippets from the beginning in this second part. And then back to the F chord here. See how your hands, both hands are working on the same chord, except for here. Left hand has, so your loudest part is going to be right in that middle. So grow, louder in the middle, accent, and then get softer. Now, DS del segno means go back to the sign. So after this, we're going to go back to this sign, but it says octave. So we're going to start that C chord inversions run up an octave. So your left hand's doing the same thing, but your right hand's again. Oops, sorry. And then that's the end of the song. And that's where it ends. That's where the fine is. So that's kind of what we're working on. So crescendos, ties, and notice only the right hand has staccato. So your left hand, you don't have to be as... And notice these are the same inversions of the C chord that you're doing down here in broken style. So there's a lot of patterns and a lot of similarities in these parts. So once you figure them out, it's much easier to play. Once you know what chords you're working with, what patterns, what parts are the same. So I hope this helps. Hey, where'd my worms go?